Hello, everybody, and welcome to the program Cheese Puffs and Gravy. I'm your host, and today I will be discussing things that live inside my head. I want to tell you all about them, so sit back and relax and enjoy the program. And that's not me. That's not who I am. I'm just using a voice because I have no theme song. I have no video lead-in to this show, so I have resorted to using cheap theatrical voices. Anyway, it's Cheese Puffs and Gravy. I'm your host, and welcome to the program. Like I said, and with the start of the program, I always eat a cheese puff because that symbolizes the beginning of the show. So here we go. The cheese puff. It is in my mouth. I'm eating it, and it is tasty as usual. And it is gone. No, it's not gone yet. Bear with me, people. Now it's gone. I don't want to spit cheese shrapnel at the screen. Disgusting. Okay. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. What is that, you say? It's the Second Amendment. Yeah. It was written over 220 years ago by our forefathers, and maybe the language they used back then doesn't quite translate as well in today's society, but it's part of our Constitution. Now, the times were different back then. Let's admit that. These guys were brilliant and smart men, but they also had the shit in a box and slide it under the bed. The guns they spoke about were muskets. I mean, these things were like fossils. They shot one bullet every 3 days. I mean, it was pretty much not comparable to what we have today in today's society. And the term militia, I mean, that word's not even used in our government today. There's no militia. There's no government militia anymore. Back then, very beneficial because with our army not being what it should be, we relied heavily on the civilian militia to help defend ourselves against the British. Now, we had bankers, barbers, we had cobblers, we had... There's a word you don't use anymore, cobbler. I mean, no one uses that word anymore. You don't hear anybody say this. My shoe is broken, and I shall take it to the cobbler to get fixed. Never heard that in my life. I probably never will. Now, we had these people who were help our country become what it is today. Now, in today's military, with its annual budget of $600 billion, yes, you heard that right, $600 billion, there's no need for them to rely on the services of Uncle Charlie and his bolt-action rifle. Hey, Charlie, stay home, sit this one out, watch Matlock. I think we got this, buddy. We're okay. I mean, you don't need that anymore. So don't get me wrong now. I'm not saying we don't need guns. I'm not saying people shouldn't have guns. I am perfectly fine with handguns, with shotguns, and with rifles. Not a problem whatsoever. I mean, we need people to hunt. I mean, let's face it, people. Without hunting, we would be overrun with deer and rabbit in like 2 years. Plus, air traffic would become highly inefficient. I mean, there would be numerous delays for excessive duck traffic. I mean, can you hear the phone call now? Honey, I was supposed to be home at 9, but it looks like it's going to be midnight now because the skies are loaded with fucking ducks. I'm sorry, but I'll see you soon. That's what happened. I mean, we need people to hunt. Now, what I do have a problem with are machine guns, these assault rifles. I really don't think we need those, to own those. And I know the argument is that we do because we're American and we need to have machine guns to defend our family. I mean, do we really need AK-47s? Do we really need M16s? Do we need an Uzi? I mean, I think the authors of our Constitution did not have the foresight to anticipate that one day a gun would be made that produces 600 rounds per minute. I mean, I don't think we need that. It's a far cry from a musket. A very far cry. And I don't think we need those guns to defend ourselves. I really don't. Unless, of course, the expendables are outside your house and they're waiting to come in with Sly Stallone and Jason Statham. But if they're not outside, I think you can defend yourself with a Glock and a 12 gauge very easily. If you can't, then maybe you're living in the wrong neighborhood. I mean, who's your next door neighbor? Fucking North Korea? I mean, I think we can handle ourselves with, like I said, a handgun and a shotgun to defend our homes. That's just my opinion. Let me hear what yours is. Put it in the comments down below. Let's talk about this and see what happens. Now, I want to end this on a lighter note. A lot of people don't realize that when the Second Amendment was written, there was a clause in there that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people do not realize this happened. This was the discussion. I happen to have inside information. Now, back in the 1700s, let's face it, nobody was going to the gym. There was no Planet Fitness. There was nobody working out, on a rowing machine or a bicycle. And people were just kind of like just there. Until one day, this guy named Thaddeus Glitmore, I think his name was, he's working in his dad's barn. He's lifting bales of hay, all summer. And he notices that his arms, from doing all this heavy lifting, got to be rather sculpted and muscular. And he thought, wow, they're pretty cool looking. I want people to see these puppies, but I'm wearing these damn ugly puffy shirts, and no one can see my arms. So we discussed it with some other people. Word got around. Next thing you know, they passed a law that men could rip off their sleeves of the puffy shirts, and they have the right to bear arms. That's how it started. It all started there, the right to bear arms. Hey, if you don't believe me, where do you think the phrase, check out these guns, came from? I mean, there's where it is, right there, ladies. Check out these guns. Boom, shakalaka. Okay. Wow, that was awful. Okay, so now the show is over, and as the show is over, I get to eat one more of these cheese puffs because that's how it goes here at Cheese Puffs and Gravy. One more cheese puff, and this will end the program. I'm just not... Oh my gosh, I was choked. Okay, let me chew this up. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, by all means, subscribe to the channel to keep me, coming back here every Monday to tell you these weird things. So as usual, thanks for stopping by, and adios, amigos.